Welcome back to Super Sister Signs, a best friends podcast where we talk life, love, and a little bit of astrology. I am your no-nonsense Capricorn co-host, Juanita.
And I am your cozy, compassionate Cancer co-host, Brooke.
Hi, Brookie.
Hi. I'm so excited. It's spooky season, if you can't tell.
You have your Camp Crystal Lake mug. Shout out Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
You have a witchy squishmallow next to you.
Mm-hmm. She's a little black cat holding a potion, wearing a purple witch hat. Her name is Autumn.
She's really cute.
She's really darling. The story behind Autumn and me owning a squishmallow is actually not spooky season related. I'm going to tell it. It's going to be really fast.
Okay.
When we went to Bisbee a couple of weeks ago, we were in a gas station on the way to Arizona, and I fell absolutely in love with a squishmallow named Pete, who was a turnip pig. No, I'm sorry, a ginseng pig. That's right. He was a little gray pig with a root coming, like a little leafy green coming out of his head, because he's ultimately a ginseng root. He looks a lot like a turnip, but he's not a turnip. He's a ginseng pig. And he was smaller than Autumn, so like maybe like 8 inches, like kind of just grabbable, like very soft. And every squishmallow has like a story on their little tag, which I did not know. They all have a name and like a little background. And I was looking at the squishmallows because I just love like a cute thing, and I couldn't resist.
You literally cannot. You physically cannot resist.
It's in my DNA. I'm not even going to call it a disease because I don't think it's a sickness. I don't feel sick. I feel awesome. So I read Pete's little tag, and he's like terrified of the mud.
What?
I don't know. Like yeah.
He's a pig.
Exactly.
And a plant.
Yeah.
2 things that thrive in mud.
He's terrified of the mud.
Why?
I don't remember. He just was so scared, and he was like, whatever you do, don't make him. Maybe he had like a bad mud run experience, I think, like a 5K mud runs thing. I think that's what it said, and he was like just scared of it. He was really scared of being lost in the mud forever and like sinking away to his death. And all the other tags for the other squishmallows were like not even a hint of darkness to them. But I felt like I had to rescue Pete.
But Pete the pig is just mired in dread.
So anxious, this little pig.
Pete the pig needs Lexapro.
Yeah. Or a mommy, at least, in the meantime.
Is that you?
A mommy and Lexapro, yeah.
Oh.
A mommy to get him Lexapro.
Yeah.
So that was me. So I adopted Pete the pig on the way to Bisbee, and then
I have not seen Pete the pig.
Well,
okay.
We had a delightful 2-night stay in a little trailer park in Bisbee that was just so darling. And Pete the pig slept with me, and he sat on the shelf, and he looked so darling. And on the day we had to leave, we packed everything up, and we drove like a couple hours away to Tucson, which is where we were spending the rest of the trip. And I realized when we arrived that I didn't have Pete the pig anymore. Huh?
You left him in Bisbee.
I left him in the mud.
The mud where?
I don't know. I just know that that's how
like
he must have been lost.
Mud?
Yeah, the ether that is the mud.
You're a horrible mother.
I know. So I find out that he's missing. I'm so
disgusted with you.
You should be. I'm legitimately devastated. Like it is like on the precipice of ruining the trip for me, because I'm like, this is really bad. Also, I'm like not feeling well. Like I had thrown out my back. I started coming down with a cold. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted just like this comfort creature. And also Pete looked a little bit like Possum. So it was kind of like our stand-in for Possum while we were gone. All really bad. I call the trailer park as soon as I can, which is like, I'm not really expecting to get an answer because the way this place is run is like very lackadaisical. So I call, leave a frantic voicemail about this pig, stuffed animal, this ginseng pig.
Stop calling him a turnip.
I can't.
He's not a turnip.
I'm like hot because I did so much wrong in this situation. Cover your ears, Autumn. I don't want her to hear this. One of her ears is actually already covered by her witch hat.
It's a beautiful hat.
It's beautiful. Anyway, I call. I leave several frantic voice messages. I send a couple of emails. This goes on for about a week. Then I finally...
A week?
I'm calling every day to be like, where is Pete? Because at first everyone's like, maybe he ended up in like a weird bag. And I'm like, no, I know. I looked through all of my stuff. He's just not. He did not come with us. Yeah. He's in Bisbee. And then Justin, the guy who runs the trailer park, finally answers. And he's like, so sorry, I've been out of town. I got your message. Like, nobody or a cleaning person didn't find anything, but no one's been in there since you guys stayed. It had been like 5 days or something. So he was like, so I'll have them check again and like blah, blah, blah. I think, what a relief. Pete's going to be found because I actually thought for sure he wasn't.
Where else could he be?
I thought for sure he was like tucked away into the bed, like of this like old, because we were in like a camper essentially. It was very big, but so I was like, maybe he got squeezed into like in between the bed and a shelf or something. He got squished. He's a squishmallow.
Mm-hmm. It's his job.
Unfortunately, after many follow-ups, Justin emailed me and said that they had not found Pete the ginseng pig anywhere.
So where is he?
Juanita, I seriously don't know. There's a chance that he's in Bella's car. That he like did come with us, and somewhere in the drive from Bisbee he like went under a seat. But like she was like, I'll look for him, but I feel like I would have seen him by now. And that was like a week ago. So I think he just like left.
Pete?
Aren't you perplexed by this story?
I'm perplexed. He somehow, I don't think he ran away. He was taken from you by circumstance.
Yeah.
Or an evil entity.
Do you think someone stole him in the night?
I'm like less inclined to believe it was an evil entity, but I do believe that like maybe some circumstances led him away from you, and now he is on a Toy Story style journey back to you.
I hope so.
He's like grabbing the back of a truck.
He's going to overcome his fear of mud to make it back to me.
He's going to have a really like beautiful character arc on his way back home.
Oh.
Homeward Bound for Pete.
Yeah, for real.
Have you seen Homeward Bound?
Yeah, but not for years. Oh my God. He's Homeward Bound. Do you think he's
Homeward Bound? Okay.
He's never
I'm
even
going
been
to talk
here.
about the end of Homeward Bound.
Okay, everyone, if you haven't seen Homeward Bound, we are giving you ample warning
Fast
to
forward
skip ahead.
45 seconds. Or
Probably like a minute and a half.
So the two dogs and the cat. There's the old golden retriever Shadow. Mm-hmm. There's like the pity kind of mutt Chance, mm-hmm. and the Siamese cat Sassy, voiced by Sally Field. And on their way back home, because they're so perplexed as to why they were dropped off somewhere random while their family like left, they said, we have to go find our family.
I don't remember why that happened, by the way.
I think they're moving or something.
They weren't abandoned though. They just
no. There was a misunderstanding they didn't understand.
That's right.
So they're traveling.
Can't talk to your pets.
They're traveling across the mountains, and towards the end, they're like almost home. And Shadow, the old retriever, falls into a mud pit. Full mud, and he hurts his paw.
No,
so he can't climb out, and we're all panicking. So sad. And then at the end, the family is there, and I think they're moving or something, and like their pets have been lost, and it's like kind of like a, oh God, like we're gonna have to leave without our pets or something.
So horrible.
Then at the very last second, over the horizon, we see
this is a core memory for me.
Chance and Sassy, they come across the hill, and they're like, hi. And then we're like, wait. And the oldest boy kid is like, where's Shadow? Where's Shadow? And Shadow's not coming. He died in the mud pit.
No.
And then at the last second, he comes limping over the hill. And the boy runs to him and they hug. And says, oh, I love you, Shadow. I love you. And him and his old man dog voice goes, and I love you, Peter.
Peter?
So Pete the pig is currently in a mud ditch, but soon when you've given up hope that Pete will come home, he will come limping over the horizon.
Oh, I can't wait.
I love you, Pete. And he'll go, and I love you, Brooke.
I can't fucking wait. Anyway, that's why I bought Autumn, because I was feeling really like there was a hole, a Pete the turnip pig sized hole. Oh, I keep doing it Because turnip is enough of a weird root vegetable that I'm like, he's a turnip pig. But no, he's ginseng. He's a ginseng pig.
Turnip pig sounds better, so I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but he's a ginseng pig, and I felt a ginseng pig hole in my heart. And I even, like, on the gas stations on the way back, I was like, but he was like $8, by the way. The most meaningful $8 I've ever spent. Excuse me. Autumn just brushed me. And I like looked, I checked all the Squishmallow displays, and there was just not another ginseng pig in sight.
Just wouldn't have been the same.
And I truly was like, if I found one, would I really replace him like that? I think I would have felt so weird.
You had to get a black cat holding a potion instead.
Yeah. So I was picking up my Lexapro prescription the other day, and I said, well, let's check out the Squishmallows while we're here. And I immediately
what's her story? What's she afraid of?
I'll read her. She's not afraid of anything. Most of them aren't. You could say that Autumn is not a morning mallow. Mallow with a little apostrophe, like an abbreviation. Her adventure-seeking personality comes out at night as darkness fills the sky. Autumn is one with nature and travels all over the world, celebrating Mallow Mash from one city to the next.
Mallow Mash.
Mm-hmm.
The Mallow Mash.
You do the Mallow Mash. The Mallow Mash. That's
so
sweet.
She is very keeping in time with the theme, and you have something
She's
else.
She's a fearless witch
from Bisbee. What were you telling me about before we started recording?
So I went to this witch shop in Bisbee that I really fell in love with. I might have talked about this on the podcast already, but there was this like slightly older woman from either Australia or New Zealand. So first of all, everything she said was just like
unintelligible.
Yeah, but also like unintelligible honey, like listening to just the sweetest, like the nicest lilting little words. And she also, I think for some reason, that accent in women imbues in me a sense of authority. What? Not in men, but like Australian or New Zealand women, for some reason, I'm like, I trust everything you're saying right now.
Why? Where does that come from?
I can't tell you. I don't know.
More than British women?
Certainly. Huh. But why?
Why?
Why do I think that? Well, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out some other time. Anyway.
I'll ruminate.
So this woman was a witch. She owned a little witch shop, and Lucille and I both like bought some stuff from her, and then she was like talking to us each about like our purchases, because a lot of stuff was handmade or like hand harvested or whatever. She was like talking about how she's a self-proclaimed incense snob, so she's like really picky about like the stuff, like where she gets her incense from and like where it's used. And she was like talking about like how the mugwort bundle I was buying was harvested on Monday, which is the mugwort's day. And it was just all, I was like, I trust everything I'm buying from you. So I impulse bought this little box of protection spells. It's like a deck of cards.
Love.
And it has like this beautiful snake and moon design. And I was like, oh, a deck of 36 gilt-edged cards for everyday magical protection. Like, I figured I would pull one and then it would be like a fun little spell, like with words. Yeah. It's kind of not that. It's actually kind of a disappointing purchase. I know. Everything else I purchased from her I loved, but she didn't make this deck. She just is selling it.
But protect us. Do one.
Well, I will. But I wanted to warn the listeners that it's more like sometimes you'll pull one and it'll be like, this kind of thing is a thing that you can practice in your everyday. Like, it's not like this is your protection for the day. It's like one time I pulled one and it like explained what voodoo dolls were. Like, it's just not like. So we'll see. We might get a good one.
All right.
Okay. This is like this beautiful like grassy green snake. Gorgeous. She's got one head and a full moon and then some crescent moons around her. And it says, I've gotten this one before. Archangel protection. So this just like explains what archangel protection is.
But isn't actually archangel protection for us.
No, although technically this one is like, we could do it. So it says Michael to the right of me, Gabriel to my left, Uriel before me, Raphael, guard my back. They sound like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I was just going to say that.
The Archangel Turtle protection.
It sounded...
We call the Ninja Mutant Turtles to protect us.
It sounds like the start of like an episode
for
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Michael to the right of me. Gabriel to my left.
Uriel to the front. And
Raphael, guard my back. And they go into battle. Meow.
Yeah.
Can you tell that we've never seen an episode of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Is it that obvious? I don't know.
Who cares? I don't think it was important.
Yeah, I've never seen it in my life.
So then it has like a little description of what it is. Invoke the archangels to provide the protection you need. They may be invoked individually or together.
Okay.
If you have a favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, you may ask any of them for their help with anything. Sounds really too easy. But each is also a specialist. Michael for any and every kind of protection, as well as for healing.
Okay. So if you have Michael, why do you need any of the rest?
Exactly. Raphael for help with health issues. Okay, Michael's got us covered. Gabriel when you just desperately need a miracle.
Yikes.
And Uriel when you need information.
So who do you need the most right now?
For our podcast, we don't need a miracle. We don't need health issues. Do we need information? Or do we need every kind of protection? Should we ask Uriel and Michael for help?
Yeah, let's invoke them.
Michael to the right of me and Uriel before me.
Michael to the right of me, Uriel before me.
You did it, Witchy, and I went back to the Ninja Turtles. So I think
I was trying to do it Ninja Turtle style.
Oh,
but with a funny voice.
Well, I think we got it covered.
Michael to the right, Uriel to the front. Michael to the right, Uriel to the front. Protect me, march all around me. Protect me, so no harm can find me. I am walking down the woods and you have a shield around my body so I cannot be pierced with wielding blades from my foes who are out to get me. Da 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 da.
Just when I thought you were done, you kept going, and I loved every second of it. It had been too long in the episode with no song.
I know, we needed to be singing.
The way that I thought I could just say a little spell and it wouldn't be sung.
You think you could start a chant?
No. A chant?
Without it becoming a song? Wrong.
Put it to music now.
Wow.
I gotta take a sip of my tea. It's probably time to talk about the moon, huh?
Yeah, we had a harvest moon exactly a week ago, last Monday. Big old full moon, which...
It was in Aries.
Tell me about it.
Well, Aries is typically like... When I think of Aries, I think fire sign. I think first in the zodiac, so everything is new to them. They're excited. They are curious. They want to do stuff. Aries is... Oh, shit. I don't know if it's ruled by Mercury or Mars, actually.
Probably
Mars. I think it's Mars.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's Mars. Yeah. So there's also like kind of a masculine energy, I think, to be found. So that's kind of Aries vibe in general. And then you combine that with a full moon, which is typically like great for things coming to a close, coming to like a culmination, like some kind of climax. Like generally, if you're like starting some kind of new project or endeavor and you have freedom over when to start it, you want to start it on a new moon, and not a full moon, because a new moon is like about growth and new beginnings, and full moon's very like, look at this thing as a whole and like, what did we do here? It's a nice time for reflection, like reflecting, especially on the past season, past month. But it's also really like potent energy. It's often people will be like, people are driving crazy on the full moon. And I think it's just because it's like, it can be both energizing or draining, like depending on the kind of person that you are. I find that I get wiped out during a full moon. I am like I often go to bed early. I like can't get a lot done that day. Actually, this past Monday, Joe and I both went to sleep at 9 p.m. We were asleep.
Interesting.
Like before the full moon was technically even happening. But I know like for some, I mean, like if we look at mythology, full moons are when werewolves turn into werewolves. They go bite, they go howl. Very spooky season. Probably the veil is like a little bit thinner. Like if we're looking at when the veil is thin with the moon, it's probably the thinnest like at the full moon and the new moon. That's kind of just a guess from my witch intuition and experience though. So you combine the Aries energy and the the full moon energy. I feel like it can get kind of intense, fiery, hot. Maybe like uncomfortable. Like you might have like so much energy you need to find a way to burn it off. Or you just feel like, ooh, like there's so much. I have this weight on me and I just gotta go to sleep. Gotta go to bed. But I guess that's my interpretation of what that all means. It was also harvest moon, which just means that it was the closest to the autumnal equinox, which was a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
The thing that we did the little spell kits for, the little spell jars.
It's fall after all.
It's fall after all. I really am loving the season.
It's great.
I'm loving the content. I'm loving the earrings I get to wear.
You're so good at being on theme. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It really is amazing. I envy it.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, change. Change your personality and behavior.
It's just hard because it's like, oh, it would be so great if I was like that. But I'm not.
And then October ends and then you're like, who cares?
I'm done. It's a lot of like, I am not trying to spend a lot of money on things that I can only really use and enjoy for like a month.
Absolutely. I think that is like such, and see, I think I envy that deep down in my heart. But also I love to just use things for a month and then put them in a little box.
Yeah, you're not afraid of a storage moment.
I'm not. We have bins and bins of Halloween and Christmas decorations that are not on this property.
Yeah.
And I've been accruing them for like years. I think it is harder to like, you kind of have to start small unless you want to spend so much money on a bunch of junk.
Right.
Which is not what you ever want to do.
I have been in so many studios and never in one place for longer than 2 years.
Yeah.
And every time I've moved so much and I am the queen of getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a fun endeavor if I had like a space that I was really going to invest a lot of like time and like emotional investment in a space.
Maybe in this space, your current home.
Maybe, but I also don't really have like storage there. Like I don't have space.
Yeah.
For kind of anything
you can
extra.
Always
that I
put a
have.
bin in our storage unit.
Thank you.
Something to think
about. If I need to do that, then I will.
Think about Christmas is coming and you could reach for a little mug that looks like a gingerbread man.
I have a Chris Kindle Market mug that I got last 2 seasons ago in Chicago.
There you go.
So, I mean, it's just there, though, all the time.
Yeah.
I'll just reach for it.
I mean, the Camp Crystal Lake mug is actually a new addition, but this is not going in a storage unit. No. That's the thing with, like, I think we've also accrued a lot of, like, horror movie, like, stuff, which stays out year round because we're just, like, we love this content. It doesn't always get as much use, but like we have like kind of a display on our mantle right now that is like the Jaws board game and the Scream board game and the Psycho Killer board game and all of our DVDs and like the Dune poster that we got. Like it's kind of like, oh, this is like our movie shrine. I don't know, but I do also have like 7 storage bins in another location. So yeah, there's that.
Should we talk about our Capricorn and Cancer moment of the week?
Of the week?
Of the week.
It's our moment of the week. Kind of a fun dish.
Kind of fun. 90s hip hop.
Yeah, why not? I want to hear about your Capricorn moment of the week.
I was on set for a photo shoot last week.
Mm-hmm.
I was on set for 2 days. The first day, I was part of a trio of girls at a backyard barbecue, just being women, having a good time, being confident, happy, laughy women for a pharmaceutical. And the second day, I was in the same trio of smiley, laughing women for a pharmaceutical, but the setting was different. We were in the valley at a park, and we were doing yoga in the park with puppies.
Oh, that sounds like a beautiful fantasy event that would never happen in real life.
Yeah, I think there is such thing as puppy yoga.
Okay. Fine. I'll allow it.
So we were in a puppy yoga class in this fantasy ad for a pharmaceutical.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me, I don't care about a dog. It's my best, worst kept secret. Some people really know I don't like dogs, but it is something that I don't necessarily advertise because it is such an unpopular opinion.
And it's really annoying to like talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know, everyone is like, we're doing puppy yoga. And I'm like, outwardly, yay! Oh my God, cool. Inside, I'm like, no one asked me if I was okay with dogs. No, isn't that something you should be clearing with talent?
Yeah, what if you were allergic?
Exactly.
Deathly allergic.
I do think that maybe they were a type of doodle, which I believe are hypoallergenic.
Yeah.
But still, you should be checking with your talent that you're okay with animals.
I mean, yes. What if someone has a deathly fear of dogs?
Right, and they are like they were the smallest puppies you could have ever seen.
Cares?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Did you watch Beyond Love Island or whatever that series was?
What?
Well, there's like a
after the villa?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's that scene where like Serena has to interact with like
the
Cordell's
cat,
and he's being literally so darling and sweet, but
and she's afraid
really
of this
like,
small cat. Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah,
and
what was it? What if I was afraid of these puppy dogs?
It's not your fault.
So I'm being like an internal grouch, like they didn't clear this dog animal thing with us, and that is unprofessional.
Meanwhile,
and everyone is like, yay, yay, doggy, doggy. And I am like,
so Capricorn.
I'm doing my job and I'm being photographed being like, laughing, smiling with these dogs. But everyone is gushing over them in a way that I am going, they are my business associate. They're not my friend. They're my coworker. My coworker.
This dog is my colleague.
This dog is my colleague, and I'm not
hanging out with them outside of work.
I'm gonna have a respectful distance.
It's so funny.
So that's my Capricorn moment.
That's good. That's a good, succinct moment.
It really was so lost on me, the dog thing. I keep telling people who know I hate dogs, and they're like, that's so rude that you, of all people, got to be with dogs when I could not care about a puppy yoga.
Yeah. It's so funny. I am also like, I'm pretty indifferent about dogs. Like I think I was kind of less of a dog person, and then working at the music box, people would bring in their dogs a lot to say hi, and there was a real like, stop whatever you're doing and go pet the dog energy. So I would use it as an excuse to stop working. And then I started like kind of liking some of the dogs and going, oh, now I kind of did like a Schrödinger's cat. Wait, is that it? The thing with the bell where you like, I have like a trained response now.
Pavlov's dog. See, I can't. I'm such a cat person that I was like, the cat thing.
Yeah. I like trained myself to like be
excited
an
about
excited
dogs
response
because you
to
didn't
dogs.
have to work.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
And so like I will, if I see a certain kind of dog on the street, like a corgi will really get me.
My
or
cousins
a dachshund.
have a corgi, and I enjoy him.
Yeah. But anyway, because I'm generally like indifferent, like I didn't have that feeling at all. That feeling of like, ugh, And you got to hang out with the dog? I was just like,
right. You're just like,
oh, that sucks.
oh.
Yeah, they should have asked. I'm just such a cat person. But what if you had gotten to do yoga with cats?
That would have been so awesome.
In a cat cafe. Which is an event that exists.
There's a fucking dog in my work last night. Just so annoying. I'm trying to drop off pizza and there's just a dog under the table.
In the restaurant?
You can't tell me that's a service dog.
It's not.
You can't. It's a huge, white, shaggy dog. That is not helping you do anything service-wise. I promise
sitting
you
under
that.
the table.
But
that is wild.
Then someone came up for takeout with a cat on a harness and I stopped everything.
That is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. I really was.
Tell me about the cat. What did they look like?
Kind of long hair, black, white, on a harness. Didn't really seem to want to be there.
Probably not. Probably wanted to be home.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Bop.
Capricorn moment of the week.
What's your Cancer moment?
I had sort of a Cancer evening. I was cat sitting. Mm-hmm. So that's already 1 point. I'm taking care of someone else's animals.
Yeah.
I'm alone in their house. That's 2 points. Mm-hmm. I made the biggest batch of chicken noodle soup you've ever laid your eyes on.
Whoa.
Huge Dutch oven just full of soup.
Dang.
Ate it. Not all of it, but ate a bowl by myself while I watched my little witch show. And then I went to bed, put myself to bed, read my little witch book on my Kindle, and cried at an emotional moment in the witch book. And then I went to sleep.
Textbook.
It was just
textbook.
Open the dictionary.
Cancer.
And it was just a picture of me doing that.
Wow.
Still have some of the soup.
I'm impressed by the soup, honestly.
Thank you. We've been really, I say we because, when I was sick in Arizona, we spent a couple days at my mom's house and Joe made chicken noodle soup for me, which was very nice. Mm-hmm. But it's so easy because of that, sort of better than bouillon.
Did you get it from Sprouts?
Yes, because the chicken one is also safe for me. So I can have the chicken one and the vegan one.
That's awesome.
Which is crazy. And it's such a game changer. They're so flavorful. So he just got some we didn't even get rotisserie chicken. We just got shredded. It is rotisserie, but they already shred it for you. Mm-hmm. Some carrots, some celery, some of that paste. It's called Zoop.
Yeah.
The Zoop paste. If anybody has onion or garlic allergies, check out Zoop.
Zoop at Sprouts.
Really nice. And it's just so easy to make. Chicken and egg noodles. Oh,
whoa.
It's so good.
Egg noodles.
And then you just make a shit ton of it, but you only make a little bit of you don't make all the noodles, and then every time you want more, you just boil more noodles.
That's so smart.
I foolishly made all of the noodles this time, so they're they've been soaking up the thing, and it's kind of weird, but we had some leftovers last night, and it sort of didn't matter because it's kind of just so good. Soup is life.
And we've been making better over time too.
Yes, we've been making a lot of chicken noodle soup. We made some black bean chili the other day in the crock pot. We're getting into soups and stews. They're just so nourishing.
My coworker who's been sick brought chicken noodle soup to work yesterday, and now you're talking about it, and now I kind of want to make it with
you
some gluten-free noodles.
I'm sure there's so many options.
There are.
And there are. You should make some soup. Have some soup. Soup is life. Soup is everything.
And I love a chili. And I love a stew. I love it all.
And it's that season now. Mm-hmm. You can just dump it and go about your day and then come home and...
That's fabulous.
Throw some cheese and sour cream on top of a big hot bowl of beans.
You're so bean-pilled now.
I'm bean-pilled.
We got you.
Yeah, you did. Did I talk about that on the podcast? That
No, but you kind of touched on how you thought that you're against a lot of foods that you actually currently aren't.
I talked about that. And beans was one of them where I was like, I don't really like beans. But then we cycled through all of the ways that I actually do eat and like beans. But I still haven't had refried beans. But I'm going to try. I think a friend is going to make some that is safe for me.
That'd be great.
And it'll be great.
Love that.
So I'm back on beans, back on soup. That's my Cancer moment of the week.
I love that. Yay.
Back on crying at my book. Everything's going well.
Well, is there anything else that you're... about?
I'm screaming about
What?
the series of billboards on Sunset Boulevard as you drive west
Okay.
past La Brea.
Which I rarely
do. You rarely do it, which is why I'm telling you and all of our listeners about it. For the upcoming Keira Knightley I Know What I Saw series, The Woman in Cabin 10. There are 3 billboards in a row. And the first one has a giant porthole, like a 3D porthole coming out of it. That has some kind of, I don't think it's a screen, but it's some kind of element where it like looks like a blurry like sea through it. And it says, "They don't want you to know." And the next billboard says, "What she saw." And then it's The Woman in Cabin 10.
Because she knows what she saw.
Because she knows what she saw. And just something about it, like, I was just driving to my Pilates class, like, going about my day. And I just love that I live in a city where the things that are advertised to me are primarily, like, media, movies, music, TV. And boy, do they bring it on Sunset Boulevard. Like, the multimedia ads over there are amazing. And it's like kind of a newer installation.
Yeah.
In the past like month or so.
Because it dropped today, and guess what I was doing before I came here?
Did you start it?
It's a movie and I watched it.
It's a movie.
And I
watched all of it.
And then I changed and drove here.
Is it based on a book? That's the only thing I want you to tell me.
It's based on, yeah, so I was going to ask you, have you read the book?
No.
It is maybe, I think Woman in Cabin 10 and Girl on the Train got me into the I Know What I Saw genre. You need to read. I haven't, I think.
I should read the book before I watch the movie.
Yes, 100%.
Did you like the adaptation?
I'm not going to speak to that.
Okay.
Actually,
I respect that. And thank you.
I don't want to hear
anything else.
Revisit my shelf. I'm pretty sure I have Woman in Cabin 10, and I'm just going to lend it to you.
Great. I would borrow it from the library, but it's probably getting popular right now.
Probably.
Because the adaptation just dropped. Well, anyway, I'm really screaming about that advertising specifically for that Now I Know movie. And I will be reading the book that you lent to me.
Did you know it was a I Know What You Saw, or the billboards lead you to believe that it was I Know That You Saw what she saw?
Both. I saw a different billboard for Woman in Cabin 10 that was like simpler, going the other direction several weeks ago. And that was my introduction to the franchise. And
the one movie
and it was just giving I Know What I Saw. I could just
anything
tell.
with woman or girl or wife in the title is automatically an I Know What I Saw.
It's just those are the rules.
Any sort of feminine titles.
I just thought of something. Should we write a movie that's like Scream, but for I Know What I Saw, where they're like, these are the rules of the I Know What I Saw movie. You need to like, there's a Randy type character who.
Sure.
Okay, great. We'll get started on that.
I love it. I Know What I Saw.
Me too. It's one of my favorite genres.
Have you read Girl on the Train?
No.
You need to be actually kind of educating yourself on the I Know What I Saw.
And Girl on the Train has nothing to do with Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
No, nothing.
Which Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, not and I Know What I Saw.
No.
I mean book. I mean both.
So before you read fiction, that's when you read Woman in the Window. Woman, girl, woman.
Woman, girl, woman.
So Woman in the Window, obsessed with.
Obsessed. Excellent.
Actually just bought a paperback copy for like $2 in Palm Springs.
That's so nice.
So if you like that, which I know you did, you have to read Girl on the Train. You have to read Woman in Cabin 10. They'll blow your minds.
Okay, I will. This is exciting.
Yay, you have homework.
And I got to recommend the
housemaid.
The housemaid. I knew it was. I was like the housekeeper. That's not right.
That's one is less. Would you call that? And I Know What I Saw. I know we've had this conversation before, but I think it's.
I feel like it's not really. It's like an I know what I did, and I'm in a confusing situation.
I feel like it's.
It's not. And I know what I saw.
You think you know what's going on, but you're a fucking idiot.
Yes. That is very true.
It's that genre.
Which
you thought? You thought you had a clue? Shut up. That's the genre.
Yeah, you're right. Usually, and I know what I saw. Like, well, you know what she saw, and it's kind of
And
like
you know that she saw it.
You know she saw it, and the mystery is like, why won't anyone believe that she saw it? But it's usually not like you don't know you kind of know what's going on because you know what she saw. But you also
But
don't
she's
know
also
what's
not
on.
really sure what she saw. She just knows she
So
saw
true.
something bad.
Yeah.
But we have to figure out what the bad thing is while everyone is telling her she didn't see it.
Exactly. You're exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love that genre.
Something bad was seen.
And she saw it.
And she saw it. But she now has to be a detective.
Even though she knows what she saw.
But she doesn't know why she saw it.
Yeah.
Or why it happened.
Anyway, what are you screaming, crying, throwing up about?
Vanderpump Rules is ruining my sex life.
Oh. I can understand.
Can you? Do you know why?
Because he wants to watch it until the second he falls asleep on the couch instead of go to bed and fool around with you.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. Because once you pop, you can't stop.
You cannot stop.
It's so addictive. The episodes literally never end. We're still only on season 3 and there are 11 seasons. So we could theoretically never have sex again.
You are experiencing not lesbian bed death, but Vanderpump bed death. You are experiencing...
Wait, what is lesbian bed death?
Oh, it's like a phenomenon that I don't know if it's actually true or if it's like a weird like homophobic thing that somebody came up with.
Maybe.
Ask the gays. Don't ask me. But the idea that like you like stop being like physically intimate because it's like two women who aren't like I think it comes from the idea that like men are sex fiends and women are not, which is like also like not based in reality or right. So that's again why I'm like I don't know if it's just like a misogyny
could be
thing, but it's like the phenomenon that like in lesbian relationships the women just like stop having sex and only become like intimate in like a not a platonic way, like
emotional way.
Yeah. And like physically intimate but not like sexually intimate. Yeah.
Well, the other
lesbians
day,
chime in, tell us the truth.
Lesbians chime in. The other day, he wanted to watch Vandy, and obviously I wanted to watch it too. But then I said, "You have to promise not to fall asleep." Falls asleep.
You can't make a man promise something like that. Can't make me promise something like that.
All he wants to do is watch Vanderpump Rules.
It's his like lullaby. Let him have it. It's soothing him. It's soothing him to sleep.
I get it. It's incredible. But it's the last time we had sex was in Palm Springs when we physically couldn't watch Vanderpump Rules.
Sometimes TV is just really good.
No, listen, you're preaching to the choir there.
Yeah.
TV is awesome.
Yeah.
But maybe
once in a while. Just a little
we
blowy.
Stop before.
Just a little blowy after Stassi investigates Kristen's backstory or secrets.
Secrets, yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm screaming about. I'm just like, don't fall asleep. Promise me. Won't promise, can't promise.
Cannot promise. Once you pop, you cannot stop. You watch until you are unconscious. It's just the rules. Those are Vanderpump's rules.
Yeah, the rule is you have to. They will put you in a hypnotic state.
Mm-hmm.
Until you physically pass out.
I think something that is really exciting is that one of our friends is watching right now for the first time, the whole show. And she kind of got her wife to watch. And they have no idea what Scandival is even about. Like, they know that it involves Tom Sandoval. That's it.
That's so awesome.
It's amazing because they started texting us like, we got a prediction this morning. And I won't say, it's in our group chat, so you can read it.
Okay.
But I won't say how I felt about it.
Right, but what is the prediction?
So the text reads, my current theory is that Schwartz doesn't have money, so Sandoval pays for his 67% and fucks him out of being an owner of the business because they get into an argument or something and Sandoval can't handle it. As you crunch your nuggets. Shout out to
ASMR.
Trader Joe's rice mochi
the
rice
crispy,
nuggets.
crunchy mochi rice nuggets.
Comes in both big and small. Mini.
And wholly different packaging.
Yeah.
Okay, prediction received.
That's all.
No face move.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's just been really exciting it's been exciting to bear witness to someone who is just like going in completely nothing, like smooth brain. They have no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And because I knew basically the details of the Scandival as I was watching the whole thing. And I liked it, but it's just fun.
It would have been more fun, yeah.
Yeah. It would have been fun to watch it like as it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never know how that feels. No. That's okay.
If I had a time machine, I would choose to go back to the moment the Scandival was happening.
I would choose to go back to 2012 and start watching. From the top. So I would live from 2000. Let me rethink that. Do I really want to live those years again? Sounds hard. Those were some hard years.
I mean, you could just rewind a couple years before Scandival and just watch the whole thing.
Just catch up. You're right. That's what I'll do. If we ever start time walking, as a Discovery of Witches calls it,
then I'm watching Vanderpump Rules earlier.
I'm time walking back to Vanderpump Rules.
And kill Hitler.
But first, we gotta go back to season 7. Joe has also been Joe started it from the beginning, and he has been having it on again. He's on
season 2, I think, because
every
time
finished.
Vince and I try to get to, we swap back and forth between seasons.
He exactly is on season 2. And he was watching because he's never actually seen most of season 1 and 2. He just kind of saw bits and pieces over my shoulder. But he was reminding me of
they're the best seasons.
They're the best seasons. The way that Stassi goes detective mode and
season 2 is unreal.
Sets up a sting. I forgot that her and Ariana get together and Stassi's I need you on my team. I need this to work. I need to get everybody on the same page. And I'm on your side. It's amazing.
It's really good.
Get her on the Traitors now.
Stassi on Traitors now.
Stassi and Heather Gay.
Yep.
That's what I want. And I won't rest. You and then Stassi and Heather Gay.
Please.
On the next season where they bring the celebrities back.
Please. Okay, great.
Well, I think it might be time for our Cosmic Council. Gorgeous.
What's our question?
This week we have a question that was actually a comment on our YouTube channel. Okay, I'm going to read this verbatim.
Okay.
Hey, my name is Riley and I'm 15 and my friend and I have been trying to start a podcast. Do you have any recommendations for us? Because we truly have no idea where to start. Relatable. And honestly, my advice for you is just start recording. Figure out. We record on our phones. That was how we started recording. That's how we record to this day.
The videos.
Yeah. And you also don't need to have video with your podcast, especially if you're just starting out. But get a microphone. Ask around. Maybe ask your school if they have microphones that you can borrow. They might even have a room you could use. I don't know if your high school has a lot of money or something. But I truly think just having a computer, 2 mics. You can even get those little tiny mics, clip them to your chest, hook them up to your phone, record your audio that way, on voice memos. But what I would recommend doing is just using GarageBand or another Audible is another, not Audible, that's a Kindle program. Audacity is the name of another free software that you can use to record audio and just start. Just start talking.
Yeah. We luckily have some friends who already are podcasters and had recommendations for microphones and software and helpful tips.
Yeah.
The internet is a great resource.
Truly.
Tutorials and info is great, but Brooke is totally right. Just start. We learned so much by just essentially practicing all of our lost episodes. I'm not even mad that we lost them because
Yeah.
once we started actually releasing the episodes, we could listen to them back and be like, oh, these are the things that we need to fix.
Yeah.
And if we had kept releasing like that backlog,
Yeah.
then we would have had just more lower quality episodes.
100%. Yeah, I think it's actually like 2 things I want to say about that. Number 1, YouTube is a great resource for like tutorials and stuff. I watched a lot of videos when I was teaching myself how to like record and edit, but ultimately I didn't learn, like I started learning it exponentially when we just started doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I also agree that like we were recording and not editing as we went. And when I started doing that, and then we were able to edit the podcast, like see what things sounded good, see what things sounded bad, listen to actually like how we spoke, and then adjust those things. Like it was much easier. Like the whole process becomes much easier just the more that you do it. So I think even if you like feel like you have no idea where to start, you just talk into your phone.
And I would listen to a lot of podcasts and figure out what you like, what works, what could you do differently.
Yes. We actually came up with a list of podcasts that we liked and wanted to kind of emulate, like the tone and the style of, and like the things that we liked about podcast, like even a podcast that has nothing to do with our content, but we liked the way that they do like their transitions. So we like took inspiration from that. Kind of like the research side of things, I think is, important.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a little plan, make an outline, and just start recording.
Yeah. I think having a friend, like you and a friend both wanting to do it is like half of the battle. So I think, you know what? Also check out the library. We actually recorded our first episode in the library, and it went awry for a number of reasons, but we were trying to be way too technical. And also, especially if you don't care about like how the video looks, like you can just sit in a podcast booth and talk, and it'll sound awesome. Some libraries have like stuff you can rent or like use while you're there. The library is an incredible resource.
We love the public library.
Yeah, so use the internet, use the library, ask your friends, like someone, for all you know, you might have a musician friend who like has an extra microphone laying around or like has a mic they'd let you borrow for an hour a week. Ask your teachers, ask your parents, like any adult in your life that you trust. Sure.
Well, good job.
Good job answering that.
Good advice. Send us a message. Drop us a line.
Review and subscribe. Leave us a 5.
Stars if you can, and I know that you can.
Tell your friends and download it again.
Super Sister Signs. Super Sister Signs. Super Sister Signs.
5-star babies.